Hi guys, Malcolm Lottiver here from BrilliantFIT. Pretty excited today to be able to share with you our latest release of the Talent DNA module that sits on the BrilliantFIT platform. For many of you, you will have been using the Business DNA tool for quite some time, and this takes the brilliant insights of that tool and presents it in a highly user-friendly way, and also incorporates a dashboard, which I'll show you shortly. So let's have a quick run through of the Talent DNA system itself. First of all, it's run by a series of tabs across the top. If I jump into the My Talent tab, it provides your particular information. So whether you're a user, you would see this natural screen. It has a video on it as well. And this particular candidate is an initiator. You can also click on any one of these points at the bottom, which reveals the other 9 Talent DNA styles. If I move to the right-hand side, we've got a quick download of any of your particular reports. So you can download them in PDF and save them to wherever you would like to save them to. If I go back up to the users section here, this clearly lists all the users that you would have in your particular group. And so what we encourage people to do is obviously allocate people to various groups, and then you can see them both as an individual and on the dashboard. If I take this particular example here, I've got an action button and I've got a download button. The action button, I can view any of the user reports. Now these are very modern reports that are designed to bring core information to you in the fastest possible way. So let's have a look at the executive summary. This is a report for an individual in your group. It's a one-page report. It simply has the high-level talent style, which is initiator in this case. We've shared the talent strengths, talent struggles, the keys for releasing my talent. In other words, how do you bring their A game? And also the talent derailers as we go through. It also incorporates the strongest talent factors in here, and they're incorporated out of the talent insights. In this case, for this individual, decision-making, communication, and commercial focus. The percentages represent where they sit as a percentage of the population. It also includes their top 2 motivators. So on that one page, you've got how to communicate with them, understanding their strongest factors and the contributions that they can make, how to motivate that individual as well. So quite a lot of information, rich information on one page. If I go back to the actual thing and look at the next report, it provides summary level information. So again, in a workplace setting, we go through and understand a little bit more about the initiator profile. We see the other particular styles. We look at the top 2 talent factors. We've got the actual T-scores, what we call T-scores, and we've also got where they sit versus the rest of the population. The next section looks at the talent factor scales. These are 8 main continuums, and you'll notice the middle area here is what we call the adaptable range. Further out you are, the stronger the actual color, which refers to the stronger the score. We've also incorporated a new section called Talent Insights. Now you'll see this is broken down by decision-making, communication, relationships, and then commercial focus. On the left-hand side, we have a graphical representation of those areas. We also have the sub-factors that are represented. In other words, what are the particular insights? In this case, my desire to be in charge of decisions. This particular individual is in the top 4%. So very strong natural tendency to want to control decisions. That's important, valuable information when you're actually working with them in the team. And you can see their natural desire to collaborate is actually not that high at 38%. So those kind of talent insights are really important when you're looking for coaching, supporting, and bringing the best out of people. So you've got 15 different factors broken into those elements. In addition to that, on this report, you have the talent, strengths, struggles, talent keys, and derailers as well, similar to the summary report. In addition, we've given all 6 talent motivations for this individual. If I go back to the screen and I take another report, which is a coaching report, a slightly different level. Again, this provides a deeper level analysis and information. It picks up a lot of the similar themes of the summary report. We look at talent discovery snapshots. Again, these are the 8 different continuums we look at on the talent factors. It then looks at the 24 sub-factors that sit under those main factors. We have a talent descriptors section in this report. And then it moves on to looking at each of those main factors and the sub-factors as individual groups. and says, okay, what is the main take charge element and where is that factors broken down? So those 3 subfactors sit within that overall score here of 59. To understand the subfactors more, what we have here is the strength and struggles by subfactor. Now you'll notice this yellow bar here. The yellow bar indicates the comments most applicable to your scores. So these particular strengths, self-assured, take charge, is a very strong natural talent for this person. The struggles that go with that may be too forceful and discount the opinions of others. In this case here, 53 and 52, those scores are what we call adaptable, and therefore both comments on both sides are actually relevant. They've got ability to be more group-orientated or self-reliant. They can also be diplomatic and frank. So we've got that same kind of information and depth of talent insights right through each of the 24 factors. So if I jump down to, or back I should say, to the report section again, let me show you one more feature here is what we've got on the comparison report. So this enables you, against any individual you choose, to select someone else in the group or the broader organization and do a simple compare. And this pulls 2 people together, in this case Alex and Raymond are both initiators, and it shares this key insights. So it says who they are as an overall profile. It looks at the strongest traits of each person. In this case, they both share a fast-paced trait, slightly different scores, but they're different on all the other factors. We can see the actual individual scores as far as the 8 main factors go, and this is a great graphical way of understanding how close or how far away from each other the scores are, and that has a significant impact on how people will work together. We provide this section called Talent Insights, and again it picks up the decision-making, communication, relationships and commercial focus areas and compares the direct scores, in this case of Alex and Raymond. You'll notice in the middle here you've got a high, medium and low different scores. Clearly the ones that are the highest variance are the ones you're going to see the most difference to. This is incredibly talent-rich and data-rich information to enable you to bring out the best. So this particular comparison report would be used, for example, of 2 people coming together and working together. Maybe it's a formal conflict resolution. Maybe it's simply setting them up for success when they're going to be working closely with them. Maybe it's a new team member that you're actually looking at. So this information provides a lot of valuable insights into how to maximize the talents that both bring. And this section here, clearly we've compared the talent motivators of each person. We've got some other insights around sharing what each of them need to know about each other, and then we've incorporated the talent keys for each person as well. So that's a great report when you've got 2 people working together. The other one I wanted to show you was the team dashboard. So this is a great feature here, which has 6 core levels of insight for any particular team you choose. You would simply look at selecting which particular group you wanted to review, and in this case we'll review ET communication, and we'll go into the first particular tab. So this particular tab is looking at results and relationships. So where's the natural bias in this group? There are 5 people in this particular group, and you can see we've got a natural bias for results focus for Max, Judy and Tom, and more of a relationship bent for Melanie and Kim. This is important information for a range of different discussions and conversations. If I go on to the next one here, we call it talent diversity. So this is an insight into this particular team. So what particular talent styles do we have in the team? In this case represented by 5 out of 10, so it's a 50% diversity rating. And what are the particular styles that are actually missing? Now that could be really relevant depending on what you're looking at in the team and which particular team it is. For instance, in the sales team, you might expect the talent diversity to be much lower because you want those core skills to come out. Let's look at the next one. Here on the team talents, you get insights into where the top 3 traits of your team are. That has a significant implications on how you come across as a team to the stakeholders you serve. If I move on to the talent factors again, so similar to an individual, we have the 8 main factors, and these are average per team. If I just take one of these factors and have a quick look at it, I can also hit the view button and I understand where everyone is on the particular scales. And I also understand the combined team score. So if I just looked at that as a simple score, I said, well, the team's very adaptive. However, when I look at the individual factors, I can see we have 2 very strong traits out here, and then we have a number of very adaptable ones here and a stronger trait here. That's important information when you're managing the team and bringing the best out of the team. So that information is available for all 8 factors. If I quickly go on to the next one, this is where we've taken the individual insights and produced them for the entire team. So again, similar feature, we have the decision making, so it's our desire as a team to be in charge of decisions, and all of our scores are grouped and averaged here. So again, if you had a particularly high or low score here on collaboration, that's an important natural feature about how you'll come across. You'll notice a question section here. So if you want to, as a manager, facilitate a conversation with your team around decision making in a particular instance, this is a great way to do it. You simply add on this button here and add a series of questions. So you can add it across any one of these factors. In this case, how can we manage expectation with stakeholders, or what are the implications for meeting commitments? You can remove those and add new ones. So it's designed as an ongoing tool that you can use for regular communication. If I go to the next section here, we've got the overall team talent motivators. So again, as an entire team, when we look at us, what are the strongest traits we have, and therefore what are the overall motivations for us as a team? Again, we have a series of questions where you can have facilitated conversations, and this is the second set of team talent motivations. So that's a very, very high level run through of this brilliant new system that we've developed, because we want to empower you as leaders and managers in organisations to bring the best out of the team, to help each individual play to their strengths, and to make the greatest contribution for your organisation that we possibly can. So it's a brilliant tool. We encourage you to review it, and this has given you just a little bit of insights into the functionality and how it actually looks. Before I go, just one thing as well, we have the recruitment, BrilliantFIT recruitment module as well, and feel free to click on that link as well if you are not currently using it. Thanks guys, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.